got the X, I got the X. Maybe you thought you won, but I'm still undefeated.
Hey guys, just before this video starts, if any of you guys are looking to buy or sell any cheap Rocket League credits, blueprints, items, basically anything you want, AOEAH is a third-party website that buys and sells Rocket League items. If you want to check it out, use the link in the description and use code XYZ on your checkout for 6% off your order. Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing a lot of changes coming to RLCS, but I'm going to be trying to focus more on the fan rewards, the eSports shop side of things, because you know I'm more specialized with the items, Rocket League economy, trading, you know, that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna leave this linked in the description. This will cover all of the RLCS news. If you're interested in finding out about the changes to competitive play and whatnot, I'll leave that linked in the description for you guys to go and read this. But we're specifically going to be skipping down. I mean, I'll cover some of the biggest news. Like they added 3 new regions, so it's APAC North, so Asia Pacific North, Asia Pacific South, and then they made a newer bracket which combines Southeast Asia and North Africa. They're calling it MENA because Middle East, North Africa, Southeast Asia is the politically correct term for the Middle East. That's why I call it that. But yeah, they're coming out with new styles of play. I believe it's going to be Swiss brackets now, and then they added these new regions. But at the very bottom, when I scrolled down, I was reading through this. They said, if you missed the RLCS 2021 to 2022 season announcement stream, be sure to check out the VOD. Basically, it just says they have information on the changes coming to esports and everything. So I kind of skimmed through the video, tried to find, you know, what is going to be the biggest stuff for us, and this is what I found. Alrighty guys, so regarding the esports shop, they are about to cover something pretty interesting. I'm going to let it play out here so you guys can hear for yourself what they have to say. But there's going to be some interesting things coming to the esports shop in the future, and I'm not quite sure how to feel about it yet.
Opportunities regarding all this, and speaking of opportunities, esports shop. You play well, you're going to get more opportunities in the esports shop over here. The way I understand it, I'm sure I'll get shout out if I get it completely wrong, so hey, at least I'll be able to correct myself. But if you are up there, it is now going to be a case of, yo, you're good to go. We can get you in the esports shop. You're going to get an opportunity to monetize yourself, to create a better living from this esport, James. And for...
Alrighty guys, so what he pretty much just said there is... you know how there are all the esports teams that are in the esports shop, right? Like you can get Team BDS, Dignitas, you know, you can get any of those teams decals for like the Octane, the Dominus, or the Fennec, whatever, right? But now that RLCS is more of an open qualifiers kind of gig, basically if you play well enough, you could be 3 people that nobody in the Rocket League community has ever heard of. If you play well enough to make it up there into RLC, like into pretty much the streams, like if you're up with the top dogs, you pretty much are going to be able to design and create your own esports decal. Now, a few seconds later in this video, I'm not going to play it, but one of the guys makes kind of a joke about how he's going to pay one of the teams that gets up there to basically put his face in their decal. Now, this is very interesting to me because I feel like if, you know, some teams get up there, they could make interesting decals, to say the least. Like they could make some, obviously anything that is copywritten, like no copywritten images could be on the car. There's also going to be things like if you're putting someone's face on a decal, like if people are just going for a complete meme decal design, if you're trying to put someone's face on the car, you're also going to need to first get their consent, because then otherwise they could sue Rocket League and say, hey, I didn't give you guys consent to put my face on this card for you to make money. So there's always going to be those kind of issues like copyright, consent to use images, things like that. But for the most part, this is going to be very interesting to see because we could see some new crazy wacky decals showing up in the esports shop. I would assume if there are any like already like set up orgs that are going to make it, they're probably just going to take their logo, slap it on the side of the car like every other team that's out there. But if you know 3 guys that just don't have an org like end up making it that far, which we have seen before. We have seen where people just create their own team, make it to RLCS, and then later get signed to an org. We have seen multiple occasions of that happening in Rocket League history. So if that happens again, they could just design whatever awesome kind of decal they want, and I think that's really cool. Now, another thing I wanted to cover quickly for you guys is that I checked the RLCS fan rewards page. It's still the same rewards. The rewards haven't been updated, or maybe the rewards aren't getting changed. I don't know yet. But you know, it still has the emeralds listed in here. It has, I scrolled through this. It has all of the same rewards as it did last season. Nothing has been updated yet. But I believe RLCS is beginning, I think official streams and league play starts October 15th. I think I got that date right. But yeah, so between now and October 15th, if this is going to change, we're going to get an announcement about it. I'm going to make a video as soon as it drops to cover the changes, because really big stuff. Like if emeralds get taken out of rotation, that's going to be big. If something old, like say Apexes, comes back into the rotation, that's going to be something that's big. I mean, we're just going to have to see what happens with this new rotation, and if there even is a rotation, because they haven't updated this yet, but they announced a bunch of stuff about all the upcoming changes to RLCS. So it's very confusing as to why they're seeming to be very quiet on the fan rewards area of things. But I guess, you know, they're very busy with everything else. They're busy with working on changing to Unreal Engine 5. They're busy with all these changes to RLCS. Like, Rocket League has just been very busy lately, so it kind of makes sense as to why they haven't been always keeping us updated as often as possible. But yeah, that's all the news that I can cover from today's, or I guess yesterday's, RLCS stream and announcements. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace out.